have met today to deliberate upon how to deal with the problem of Chinese Manja during the kite flying festival, which is around Sankranti. That is around 14th to 16th of January. But we are meeting slightly in advance so that we can be prepared, fully prepared to deal with the situation. As on today, in the state of Telangana, the sale and use of Chinese Manja is not banned, but it is causing grievous injuries to the life forms, birds, including children also. So that's the real issue and cause of concern. That's why we have enlisted the support of all the NGOs which are working for the welfare of the wildlife and all forms of life. This Chinese Manja is basically nothing but a rain based thread which is coated with finely grounded glass pieces. So that's adding to the dangerousness of this thread while flying the kites. So what our request is there, that it is harming two ways. One, it is harming the birds, and last year I think more than 2 dozen cases of injuries or deaths to the birds have been reported, and they die very painfully. Sometimes their wings are cut, sometimes their necks are chopped, sometimes their feet are chopped. So, and in 1 or 2 cases, even the children have suffered serious injuries. So that's the real cause of concern. Why people are preferring this manja is because it's coming cheap compared to the traditional manja, which is cotton based. So what our appeal to the people is that, though the traditional manja may be slightly costlier, but it is providing livelihood to a number of people who are in this business for number of years. This Chinese manja has come into the market about a decade back, and because of this thing, in Hyderabad itself around 50,000 people are adversely affected. They are almost out of this trade. They are either switching over to the alternate livelihoods or they are simply starving because they don't know other vocations. So they need to be tackled in a different manner. But right now, what is required is that, as constitutional binding is there, that we must not cause any harm to the wildlife. Then there are instructions from the Government of India, from certain high courts, that we must not promote the use of rain based the manja for flying the kites. It is non-biodegradable. That means once it is thrown away, it is not degraded easily. It takes a number of years compared to the cotton. Cotton will be degrading within a month or two, but here it will be lying just like that for a number of years. It also leads to choking of the drainage of the houses and cities and towns also. And these, if are eaten by animals like cows, buffaloes, goats, they also die because of it could not be digested. So it is harmful in every aspect to everybody, human beings, cattle heads, and definitely the birds. So that's why our appeal is that first of all we are requesting the government to bring in an act banning the use of the Chinese manja. Second is, till that ban comes, all people should join hands and discourage the use of Chinese manja and promote the use of traditional manja, so that we can avoid hardship to the people who are engaged in this trade, and also we can ensure the safety of the birds and also the children who are mostly flying the kites. We have, say, as first of all, it's our forest department's prime responsibility to ensure that the animals and birds are not cause any harm. So we have made requests to all the superintendents of police, to all the collectors, so that they also spread this message throughout the nook and corner of the state, so that people are made aware of the potential danger because of the use of Chinese manja. Then secondly, we are also requesting all our officers and staff to convene such meetings in all the district headquarters, mandal headquarters, so that message is spread to every village and town, and people are made aware of it, so they don't use this manja. So that is the only method we can employ to educate the people, bring in awareness, and prevent damage to the birds as well as human beings.